Universal Audio Luna, tip number 12, using Outboard on your stereo return. For instance, summing, if you wanted to use outboard summing or some sort of outboard two-bus processing. This is what we're working with today. So I have this simple drum pattern I've been using to demonstrate a few things. We'll listen to it right fast. Yep, everybody knows that riff. Okay, so we've got two kicks here. We got a kick in and kick out. It's going to a kick sub. We got a snare top, snare bottom, going to a snare sub. We have the overheads. We have an upstairs microphone. It's actually a pair of microphones. And that is right now being sent out to what is called the Mixbus, which is right here. And that is fed to the main, and then we can print. But what if we want to do this outside of the box? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to change up a few things here. On the kick sub here, I'm going to come to the output section, and I'm going to send that out 1 and 2. Line 1 and 2, which are on the back of my Apollo. They feed into a patch bay, which actually feeds a dangerous D box. And that's where that is going to go right now. So that's 1 and 2. On the snare, I'm going to send that to line 3 and 4. On the overheads, we're going to go to 5 and 6. And on the upstairs, 7 and 8. Now, if I play that right now, you won't hear anything because I don't have anything coming back in. So what we would have to do is set up a new audio track, not a bus. It won't work as a bus. We have to use an audio track in Luna. And I set the input of that to line 7 and 8, which are the two lines coming into the back of my Apollo from the D box. Now I have to make sure that this sum that is coming back into my Apollo is solo safe. That's so that if I solo something over here, I can still hear it come through that audio input. Now I'm going to engage input monitoring so that I can hear what's coming back in through the line 7 and 8 on my Apollo. Now this is actually being fed to the Mixbus, which is right here, and I can have any sort of effects on that. Right now I have an ATR tape on there, but I can turn that off by hitting through. I can also have more summing on this if I wanted to engage the Neve summing on that one track as well. Yeah, I kind of like it. 2 types of summing in one project. Now that's being fed to the main, and I can export that by coming to Mixdown, and either I can use the main, or I can undo that and use the Mixbus as my export point right here. If I put more effects on the main, then I definitely want to use just the main. I have seen some videos where people will tell you that you need to have ARM engaged for this to work, but obviously you do not have to have ARM engaged. And actually, if you engage it, it will change the way that these solos work. You actually don't need that engaged. So input monitoring on the return channel, going to a Mixbus, and then printing from there. That's it for using outboard gear on your stereo bus or Mixbus and Universal Audio's Luna. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and more videos are coming very soon.